Every 26th of January, I pause to remember a quiet revolution, paper debate, a signature that reshaped a nation. India had won independence in 1947, but the rules still leaned on the Government of India Act 1935. So, on 29 August 1947, a drafting committee led by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar got to work a constitution for a new republic. A draft landed in the Constituent Assembly on 4 November 1948. After months of debate, the Constitution was adopted on 26 November 1949. But it went live on 26 January 1950, chosen to honor the 1930 pledge of Purna Swaraj. That day, India moved from dominion to republic. Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the first president. Today, Republic Day is a timeline you can watch. It starts with the president's address on the eve. Then the flag unfurls across the country. In New Delhi, the Kartavya path becomes a living museum. Regiments march, states showcase culture, the commander-in-chief takes the salute. Look up, and the Indian Air Force seals the story with the flypast. Trishul Arrowhead Brahmastra, showcasing how the skies have evolved from Dakota's Harvard Sukhoi Rafales. There's always a guest of honor, chosen with strategy in mind. In 2024, it was France's Emmanuel Macron. In 2025, Indonesia's President Prabowo Subianto. Festivities close with beating retreat on 29th of January. Martial bands at Vijay Chowk, the president's bodyguard, Jana Gana Mana, and timeless tunes like Sare Jahan Se Achcha. And on the eve, the Padma Awards spotlight, quiet excellence, Vibhushan Bhushan Shri, service over spectacle. A republic isn't just declared, it's practiced. On 26th January, I'm reminded that the Constitution isn't a book on a shelf. It's a promise we renew together.